I'm between two cars.
Thanks for everyone's patience. Now, welcome to the screen, Allyn, Pintal, and Joy Regullano.
Woo! Hi!
Yay!
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, hello, welcome. Oh, there's my dog. Hi, thank you all for joining us for our Easter edition show of Filipino AF.
Yes, we were so excited. Hopefully you were able to stick to whatever you gave up for Lent. You made it to the other side. So not only are we celebrating the second coming of Jesus, but also the second coming of Filipino AF. Wow, was that irreverent? I don't know.
Oh,
Hopefully you're not rolling around
it was
in your seat.
perfectly reverent. Perfectly reverent.
Thank you. And yeah, we are so excited. We have some really exciting people for you today. But before we get to that, we want to just honor. We're donating some of our proceeds today from merch, from our merch proceeds to Allyn's supporting the Filipino AF Church, to at Serenia, that's 3 Ys, and she's putting together these kits self-defense kits for API trans folks, and the proceeds will be going towards Asian Americans advancing justice. So if you buy a t-shirt and you want to donate some extra, we will kick that over.
Yeah, we'll drop the Google form t-shirt order link in the YouTube chat, so look out for that. We also have it linked in our Instagram bio if you want to check us out there. Yeah, so we've got such a stacked lineup for you all tonight. Our special guest monologist is, of course, the comedy legend, YouTube OG, Happy Slip. Woo, woo, woo! Yeah. And then before that, we are going to screen a fun little sketch video that I wrote and produced with some friends. But to kick the show off, we have one of our returning friends doing some stand-up for us. So give a welcome to Andrew Orolfo.
Oh, whoa. Yo, y'all can hear me? Okay, everything's good? Cool. Sounds good. Thanks for having me. What's up, everybody out there? Hope y'all feeling well. I don't know if anybody out there who's streaming this has seen me before or are familiar with the work that I do, but I'm actually just the lady from the Shen Yun billboards. That's who I am. That's me. You've seen me before. If you haven't, I'll be in a city near you soon. Maybe not that soon because the thingy, but next year for sure, hopefully. But hope y'all feeling well. I'm doing okay. I just got my COVID test back and I'm healthy, but I did do the drive-through COVID test because that's actually how I like to receive my health care, just like a Burger King. And I don't know if y'all did the drive-through one, but the one that I did, they made me stick a Q-tip like an inch up my nose, and my whole life I thought I knew what an inch was, but wow, how you say the nose hits different, I think I may have stuck it in a little bit too far, only because I drooled in front of the so that's where I'm at. But we've been in this for a very long time. We've been in this for like a year plus, and now I'm just like looking at alternative health methods. Like I just got into holistic medicine. Is anybody else out there into being sick and not getting better? Well, if you're about that, that's fine. I mean, you're not fine. You're probably gonna die soon, but it's your life, or don't, but I'm doing okay. I've been inside with my girlfriend this whole time, which has been a lot of fun because at this point we're just trying new things, not to be bored. That's where we're at. Like we tried to watch porn together, which didn't work out the way we wanted, just because if you thought looking for a movie on Netflix took a long time, wow. It's real hard to decide on something when she's watched everything with her ex-boyfriend already, So, if you're going to do that with your partner, if you want to do that, just know what you're getting into, right? Just because if you were to look at our search history, it turns out she's not even a huge fan of what race I am. So that's what we're dealing with at the moment. She's great. She's putting me on new experiences. That's what we're doing. She got me into waxing her legs. We've been doing that quite a bit. And I love it. I enjoy it. Do it for your partner. Really do it. If you don't have a partner, do it for your dad or grandma. Someone who's close to you, right? Just because you both get something out of it. Like when we do it, obviously she'll come out of it with hairless legs, but I treat it for every strip I rip off. It's for every time she's ever yelled at me in public. So it's a nice little balance we got going on. But a big part of the thing in quarantine was supplies are running low. No one could get toilet paper. That was sold out. No one could get that. But then I was like, yo, who still has it? Who's not running now? And I was like, okay, well, McDonald's, Starbucks, gas stations, airports. Why don't I just order where they get their stuff from, right? So I went on a supply site, which anybody out there can do. And I just blindly just bought off this website, and this is what they sent me. They sent me they sent me these ones. This is 1,000 feet right here. This is the one you put on the wall. I don't got that mounted in my bathroom, you know, but it's a supply site. So it's not like you could buy one. You have to buy a box. I don't know how much was in a box, but this is how much I have left from April 2020. I got I'm good. I'm still good. I'm chilling. So anybody out there need toilet paper, just hit me up. I'll roll one so you have enough left to last you for next year too. So, but I was just out visiting my mom, and she's a real silly lady. Like, did you know she's doing good? She's doing good. She's got the supply. Did you know that they made bleach cleaning wipes in the same packaging as wet wipes for your butt? Did you know that? Did you know that my mom put both of those things next to each other in the bathroom? Wild. That's crazy. But that's my mom. She's like goofy. She's having a good time in the pandemic just because she gets to work from home and work on her craft. She's making masks for the whole family. She made a mask for me recently that was like the American flag on the front. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, why did you do this one? And she was like, oh, it's so when you wear it out, people won't be racist towards you. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But they can still see my eyes. So I don't know if that's going to work. But I got to take off, and I'll leave you with this. And I think this is very important because with everything that's been going on in these past few years, I think it's I've made it a goal for myself, and I think it's very important that we just be more aware of injustice in society. You know, be more woke, right? I think you have to. And here's what I've done to help out your community, right? Here's what I've done to help out my community. My girlfriend, she is white. I did that for the culture. I really did, just because we all saw it last year. And the year before, we saw white women getting pretty wild, calling the cops on black and brown people for no reason. So I was like, okay, if I get one, then that's just me keeping one off the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's how I help out my community. Whenever we go on walks in park, she's got these little muzzles on her hands, so she can't use that phone. And I just got to make sure every day she's not going around telling people she's a black lady. I learned from that joke. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show, y'all. Bye.
Woo! Give it up one more time for Andrew Orolfo. You can find him on twitch.tv/Andrew Orolfo. We dropped the link in the chat. Check him out. Super funny. Woo!
Yeah. All right. I guess moving on to our next thing, we will be screening a sketch that I wrote. If any of you all are fans of the book or Netflix series To All the Boys I've Loved Before, I hope you enjoy this little sketch.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
We're going to start that over because I think the sound, we just have to hit the sound for that. So thank you for bearing with us. Technologies, right? Give us 1 second. Take two. Rewind. Give us 1 second. One more second.
I truly apologize, everyone. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Folks, we're going to try another way to do this. Again, I'm so sorry for these technical difficulties. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, thanks for bearing with us. Is it working?
It is not.
Okay. Sorry. Well, I'm going to try one more time. I think I got it this time. I clicked share sound. Thanks, everyone. It's almost like this is the beginning of the pandemic and we've never used Zoom before. Can you just give me a verbal confirmation that it's working? Because when I'm sharing the screen, I'm not on the Zoom chat.
Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, God. I passed out watching To All the Boys I've Loved Before on Netflix again. What a sweet movie. And that Peter Kavinsky, what a hottie. But nothing that romantic could ever happen to me. Oh well. An email from Robert. I haven't talked to him since high school. Hey Mona, thanks for reaching out. I was really surprised to hear from you after such a long time, but I'm so glad you did because fingering you in the backseat of my Trans Am after the winter formal was definitely a highlight of my life. Oh my God, what? Oh no, 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 no. What have I done? I sent out 25 emails to all the boys who fingered me before. Oh my God!
Hey, Mona.
No.
I got your email and I gotta say that fingering you in the wave pool at Raging Waters at the 10, the 210, and the 57 meet, well, it was pretty memorable for me too. So, what's up with it now, girl?
Oh God.
No, wait, no.
Oh, what have I done? Okay, I just gotta email these guys back, tell them I was drunk, I didn't mean anything I said in those emails before any more of them tracked me down. Oh.
Greetings, Mona. I'm glad you also enjoyed the secrecy of me fingering you in the computer lab.
Get out of here.
Hey, I totally forgot that I fingered you at EDC during Tiesto's set, but thank you for reminding me.
You were rolling so hard that you passed out with your fingers still hooked inside of me.
That's my thing, baby.
Chop, chop, bang. I fingered you on the 405 during rush hour.
That was incredibly dangerous.
But exciting. Oh, and hello again. I also treasure the memory of fingering you on a Southwest flight to New York underneath a blanket.
We both fell asleep.
It was a red eye. Fri, shocker time.
Get out of here, Dane Cook.
You loved me in college.
You ready for another round of me fingering in the back of the club?
Glad you remember me fingering you on the bus ride home from the senior ski trip.
I fingered you in line at Best Buy.
Cut your damn fingernails.
Sup, girl? Fingering you under the bleachers is better than scoring the game-winning touchdown.
You might have been the star quarterback in high school, but your aim was so bad that my inner thigh was bruised for weeks. Yes, you were fingering my inner thigh.
You fingered me.
And it was great. But not today, buddy.
Aw, but why?
Oh my god. I can't believe I was so explicit in those emails about getting fingered. Why couldn't I have emailed all the guys I've loved before? Like in the movie. Well, I guess that would have only been one guy. I've only been in love once. Well, twice, if you count my greatest love, getting fingered. I can't believe I've been fingered more times than I've been in love. Oh, well.
Mona.
No, don't.
Wait. Hear me out. I know that we only spent one night together in the hot tub of an abandoned and definitely haunted DoubleTree, but I haven't stopped thinking about you. Because I did more than finger your vagina that night. I fingered your heart with love, and you fingered my heart right back.
Oh my god, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. I'm so wet right now.
Woo! Give it up one more time for Allyn and her cast and crew.
Yes, thank you to my director, Tess Paras, to my editor and sound design and the email writer, Nicole Viella, my sound guy, Albert Andrade, DP, Romel Andaya, and the cast, me, Gilbert Galan, Chuck Ma, and Chris Renfro. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you for bearing with us through those technical difficulties. We are imperfect humans. Woo!
But yeah, drop little fingies and little hearts in the chat if you. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to our improv segment now. To get started, we will need a suggestion. So because we're on a little bit of a delay from the Zoom to YouTube channel, start dropping some one-word suggestions in the chat for a special guest monologist. Yeah, start dropping them in the chat.
Woo!
Also, for anybody who's new here, yeah, what is improv, Joy?
Yes, improv is everything is completely made up. We are completely making it all up on the spot based on your suggestion, which our guest monologist will kind of tell some stories of, will be inspired by for the interview questions. Us as a cast are going to interview her, and then we'll make up a whole set based on that. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, yes, basically everything you see here tonight, you'll only see it here once and never again. So yeah, enjoy the magic. So yeah, let's bring up our special guest monologist. My goodness, I think we all have been fans of hers forever. Christine Gambito, aka Happy Slip.
Yeah.
Hi,
everyone. So excited to have her on.
Improv team, Cinegang. We got Kevin, hey, Daryl, Jim, Mel, Vince, Kay, and Tony.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for being here, Christine. I'm like sweating. I'm so nervous.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting some suggestions. We have suggestion freedom or bittermelon or Florida. Do any of those words like spark something in you that you want to maybe tell us a story about?
Right now, I feel like my toddler's about to burst into this door. Let me tell. No, don't come in here right now. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. She's like trying to get in the door. So between freedom, bittermelon, and Florida. This is gonna be a weird. Just the first thing that popped into my head. My mom talked about this. I don't know why I'm gonna say this weird story, but it's the first thing that came to my head. Isn't ampalaya the name for bittermelon?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so I wasn't very familiar with if I did eat ampalaya, it's because maybe my parents chopped it up and masked it in such a way that I didn't know I was eating it. But my dad liked to bring up stories about how my mom's prior suitors back in the day, he would joke and say, yeah, your mom's boyfriend, his name is, I call him Ampalaya, like that. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And he's saying because his face reminded him of an Ampalaya. So that's the only thing I thought of when I saw the name Bittermelon. Kind of a weird story, but yeah, I'm like, okay, mom, suitor, and Ampalaya, and that's the connection there.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That was blunt. Wow.
Strange word association, but that does pop into my head when I see bittermelon or ampalaya.
Yeah,
I feel like you would know if you had bittermelon. It's a very distinct taste.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I can't say that I know how to cook it. So I wouldn't. I probably have had it, but don't realize that I've had it. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, calling someone's face like a bittermelon that's saying you got bad skin, right?
Yeah, and you could see where he was going with that. He was just trying to be like, I'm better because your mom's prior suitor is ampalaya face, and I'm like, okay. But yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, well, speaking of like Filipino dishes, what are some of your like favorite ones now or growing up?
Always got to go with the sinigang. That's my comfort food.
Hell yeah.
I cannot. Yeah, and the sinigang. I know you. Yeah, you guys know the sinigang. You can't go wrong with the sinigang. But that's truly my comfort food. Of course, the classic adobo, your lumpia, your pancit. But if I have to say that I get a craving for something and a taste of home and just comfort food, it's sinigang. So for sure. And then
how many?
Go ahead.
Do you know how to make sinigang? Or
I do the crock pot sinigang deal. I can't say I'm very fancy with it, but as long as it has that sour taste, and I grew up thinking if I just have this sabaw on the rice and that's it, if I just had that, I could just live on that,
How many packets do you put in?
I guess I've just done the one. Maybe I don't make that much because now in my phase of life now, I'm the only one. Like my husband doesn't really eat the sinigang. He'll have a little bit of it, and the kids they're like, okay, they have a little bit, and then they want to go to a new dish the next day. So I'm stuck with a whole crock pot by myself. So I can say I've only used the one packet for that. Yeah.
You do pork or
pork spare ribs.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way to do it.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Oh yeah.
I think you just divided the audience there.
There's a lot of salmon sinigang.
Oh, salmon! I have. I'm sorry.
Bangus, yeah, bangus.
I have not had salmon sinigang. So
good.
Too many bones. Yeah. Too many bones.
How about the vegetables like sitaw, green beans, spinach? I'm looking to divide the audience again.
my friend who was born and raised in the Philippines and now lives in the US said to me, well, you put gabe in it, right? Am I saying that right? Is it gabe or no?
Gabi, like taro, the taro.
Gabi. Am I saying it wrong? Okay, so it's gabi.
I think.
I thought it was gabe or gabi. Okay, so she said to me, and I said, what? And she said, you don't put, and I guess it's taro or what? She said it looks kind of like a potato, and I said, I don't put anything. I just have radishes, and then sometimes with this crock pot recipe, it's spinach and radishes, and then tomatoes. Throw the packet in there and the pork spare ribs, and I'm good to go. But she was like, "You are incomplete if you don't put the taro or the gabe." She was calling gabe. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but maybe.
But she said you are incomplete, not even your dish. You are.
She really thought like, oh, that is just not that's not the right dish. And I thought, oh no, I didn't realize that, I'd been missing something there.
Who was this?
Oh, just a good friend that was born and raised in the Philippines.
Very traditional, very traditional.
Yeah, so I realized, I'm probably not making it the way it's supposed to be made,
Do you go to the Philippines a lot?
I've been there twice. So born and raised in the States, and went only when 2008, I went twice in that year. I'm looking forward to going back again.
What was your best experience in the Philippines, or wildest?
Wildest? Let's see.
Or sexiest.
I don't know if there's any of those moments. I think the most sentimental moment is going back to my dad's village, because of course people would say, oh, you saw all the touristy stuff. You got to stay in the best hotels. That's not the real Philippines and things like that. But I tell you what sticks out in my head is going back to my dad's hometown in his little village, Nueva Ecija. And I got to go and sit in his classroom that used to be his elementary school classroom. Wow. And all the kids started singing the song, and I'm sitting in a desk imagining this could have been him, and I was brought to tears with that, just kind of hearing all of them sing, and they're such a hospitable people over there. It's like whenever they say, oh, the motherland, you got to go back and everything, and to really feel like everyone really is family over there, and they treat you like family, and how the kindred spirit there was overwhelming. I just could sit there and cry. And that was my favorite part of the whole trip. Yeah, there's beautiful places, Palawan is like heaven on earth, it's paradise, but those kind of connecting with people is what really is what I'm left with, saying that was the most memorable moment, and getting to see where my dad grew up, the farm that he grew up in, getting to sit on the carabao, and then, all of his stories just kind of come to life in my head, like, oh, this is where, yeah. So,
super sexy.
Yeah.
Were you recognized? Did anyone say like, "Oh, I've seen you on YouTube before"?
Manila and Makati, of course, where there's internet connection there. Not necessarily Nueva Ecija, except for my dad's family knew I was coming. But other than that, I think people were just sort of like, why is this? Because I had the Department of Tourism following me everywhere, a bunch of people all at once. So they're probably just like, what is this entourage of people going places? But I think definitely Manila and Makati, where people are on the internet a lot right there. So in that city, and going around and getting to do the meet and greets, that would happen. But, I can't wait to just go back and experience more, not so much a touristy thing, but just get to be among the people, and the fact that I didn't grow up speaking Tagalog, because my parents, it was that sort of thinking that, oh, you'll get confused in school, so we'll only talk to you in English, and they spoke to each other in Tagalog. So that's where the whole name Happy Slip came from, was this culture. It's supposed to represent the culture clash on which a lot of the comedy is based, because you grow up in a Filipino household, but you're facing an American world. And so, you know, certain language or terms that I would grow up with, I found out, that's not what that means, or that's not what, you know, because my mom would say, wear a half slip under our skirts and dresses, you know, very, very formal. No one really wears, you know, probably girls nowadays are like, what's a half slip anyway? But my mom grew up with that. So she was very, you know, modest. Don't want to let anyone to see through your skirts or dresses. So be sure to wear your happy slip. Your happy slip, she would say. So I grew up thinking it was spelled in my mind as happy slip. And that's what I thought it was. So I go to school and then I said, oh, I forgot to wear my happy slip. And then classmates are looking at me like, what, do you have a sad slip too? So I thought, okay, this is kind of representative of the type of humor that would arise out of the culture clash, but also a dual meaning, because I want people to slip into happiness when they watch the video. Wow. So that's where it was supposed to be Happy Slip Productions, but then it was too long, so I just cut it to Happy Slip. And I didn't realize that people would associate it as if that's my actual name. So they'll be like, Happy Slip, Happy Slip. And I'm like, oh no, that's my name. People know that much more than just Christine Gambito. I discovered that on the comedy tour. If they were putting on the, you know, on the marquee, Christine Gambito, I realized, you know what? I don't think people know that if they're gonna know me at all, it will be Happy Slip. So I had them like change and put Happy Slip up there. But yeah, that's it. I didn't realize people would think that's my name now. So
wow, it's really cool to kind of hear all that backstory. Very cool. My version of that was, I thought nipple was meeple because that's how my parents pronounced it. So I thought it was spelled Kneaple for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, so that ties back to I hope to. They say you can't really learn Tagalog unless you're immersed in it. And so if I were to just live there and be forced to communicate in it, I would love to see if I can really unlock. I mean, my niece is a linguist, and she told me, you know, you actually, because you heard your parents, you heard everybody speaking Tagalog, even though you can't verbalize it. She said it's a switch in your mind that you just need to be immersed in it, and you can just flip that switch. I'm like, really? I want to flip that. I want to know how to, you know, do that. But their whole thinking was that we would get confused. My sister and I would get confused in school, so they only talk to us in English, you know. And but the whole comedy came from my mom actually requesting me to imitate her at gatherings and family gatherings, parties, things like that. I mean, you know, all the adults, after they eat, they just sit down, they get bored. Where's the entertainment? Bring the kids in here. Come on, you sing, you play piano, you recite your poem, you know. And then me, it was literally like, imitate your auntie, your uncle, you know. And then my mom would beg me. She'd come up to me, Christina, please, everybody is bored. Imitate me. Can you mimic me, please? Like, she'd be begging me. And so it became what I didn't realize was stand-up comedy back in the day, where I'd stand up in front of everybody and it was imitation on demand, and I would go into the different characters, and they just loved to laugh at themselves at the different situations that I would just observe and then kind of, you know, show for them on display was their comedy show. So that turned into me then making videos and sitcoms, like 30-minute sitcoms for them before YouTube was out. And then when YouTube came out, I didn't catch on until 2006. But then I was like, ooh, what about taking these 30-minute sitcoms and making them into 3 or 4 minute segments? So that's where that all was born out of. And it was nice to then, how many years later, actually go full circle and go back to stand-up comedy, you know, realizing, oh, this is how it began. And this is what I actually love the most: live shows, live comedy, getting to interact face to face, you know, with people. Videos are fun, but cannot replace, you know, relating face to face and having that energy in the room. You guys know what I'm talking about. Or improv and all that. Yeah.
Have you tried learning how to speak Tagalog?
I mean, I got the Rosetta Stone thing, and nice little secret is I have a friend that worked at Rosetta Stone on that whole module, and she used some of our, the childhood friends' names in that formal program. And I say formal because that's the thing, is it's very formal Tagalog. So when I talk to my friends that are native, speakers or born and raised in the Philippines, and then they hear that Rosetta Stone stuff, they're like, yeah, they might laugh at you a little bit because it's very formal. It's not like more casual talk. So, I mean, it's a place to start, but I really would just love to immerse myself, And my mom would say, I would beg my mom, just speak to me in Tagalog only, Mom. So I'll be forced to, respond that way. And she said, okay, from now on, just Tagalog, just from now on. And then like 5 minutes later, she like forgets and is back to English. So that's just she's never been able to follow through with that. But it's something I really would love to do, to speak that fluently. Yeah.
Well, it's been a real treat to, hear kind of the backstory and how your channel happened and your origin story. It's been really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hopefully it's something to work
thank you
with
for joining
in there.
us. Oh my gosh, so much. Thank you so
Lots
much.
of stuff for improv. Thank you.
Round
of applause.
Thanks for our suggestions.
Thanks,
from the
Christy.
audience.
Thank you, guys.
All right, everybody got their food today? Everyone nice and full? Titos? Everybody good? All right. You know what time it is. Titas and Titos. It's time for me to roast and imitate you, okay? So get ready. Guess who I am. Guess which one of you I am. Oh, give me another red horse. Give me another red stripe.
Oh, that's
well, given that I am an alcoholic, I'm going to assume that's me.
That's
yes,
good.
Exactly.
Allyn,
Got it.
this is, and we know you love doing it, and we're happy you love doing it, but it just turns out being mean sometimes,
It's an
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Lola likes it.
Yes,
Okay.
Lola loves it.
Next one. Guess who I am. Hey, you're being too mean.
You're being me right now.
Yeah.
I just said, and I'm wearing.
That's you.
It's
Yeah,
not really
Daryl Jim has cataracts.
I have cataracts.
You're blind. It's okay.
Yeah, that's the funny part about you. That's the thing that I'm going to elaborate on and make funny.
Yeah, coming from 2020 vision person here.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, Lola, I got another one for you.
Allyn. Good job.
Guess who I am?
Who?
Pretend I'm wearing a white shirt.
Okay. Now I know you're doing me.
It's
what? It's exactly you.
Listen, I'm just sad because my dad died yesterday.
I know,
So
and that's
sorry.
the humor.
I ran into him while drunk driving. I'm so sorry.
I know.
And PJ asked me for help while driving, and I couldn't see to help him in the car, and so we ran over Tito.
Wow. Okay, really bringing the mood down here.
You brought it down.
You're the one who roasting all of us.
Going, Allyn. Keep going.
Okay.
Lola, this is
Lola.
Pretend who I am. Guess who I am. Oh no! A tire! A tire!
Allyn.
Okay, that's too much.
All right. I'm a little sorry. I'm a little bit flustered still because, I was just robbed at gunpoint. Let me describe, you're the sketch artist. Let me describe this person to you, okay?
Go ahead. Take your time.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm a little shook.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I remember his face so clearly. His face.
Mm-hmm.
It was riddled with like something on his skin, like a bitter melon. Like a bitter melon. This guy, you robbed me like a bitter melon. His face, the texture.
Oh, okay. No, sir, I totally understand where you're coming from. It's you've been through a traumatic moment.
But let me describe his eyes for you, please.
Okay.
His eyes, I remember. There's beady eyes. They look like, what do you call those fish like fish dumplings that you find in swatanghon and pancit, like those fish balls. They're like fish balls. This guy, you robbed me with his fish ball eyes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jackson,
Pintal, are you drawing? Are you able to
draw?
Recreate a face here, a human
We
face?
need to find this guy.
To be perfectly honest, I'm just drawing what I had for dinner last night. It doesn't look like a human face.
Oh, I remember his lips. This mother effer, his lips were just like two.
And sir, if you could do us a favor, if you can try and describe the lips in terms of like
just like
a
lumpia.
color.
Just like lumpia, not the thick kind, not the one that you wrap in the lettuce and then you put all the fixings. No, it's that fried one. You know. I want to say it's like shrimp and beef. No, like pork lumpia, two of them on top of another.
You can tell what kind of lumpia was in his lips.
Yeah,
covered. Sir, I'm sorry. You've been through an ordeal, and we're trying to assess what exactly happened and what this person looks like so that we can find this criminal and bring him to justice.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you can just take a deep breath.
Oh, I remember. He sweat a lot. He sweated a lot.
Okay.
He sweat a lot. You know what he smelled like? Like sinigang. Like sinigang.
Yeah,
but not the pork, because that's crap. The salmon.
Wow.
The salmon.
Okay.
Whoa.
Salmon. It's not like salmon. Sotanghon. Oh no, sorry, sinigang. Yeah. This guy, you robbed me of my life savings. My children.
Sir, this case is closed. We're not.
Edit.
I just started taking Rosetta Stone, and I just really want to try out this new phrase that I learned on you.
Oh my
Are you
God,
ready?
stop. Let's try it. Let's do it.
Okay. Kumusta ka? Ako ay si Joy Regullano.
Wow.
Yeah, ikinagagalak ko kayong makilala. That means nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm white, so I have no idea what you just said.
Well, you don't know what I just said, and also this live transcription service doesn't know what I said. I'm really offended.
Yeah, can you repeat that, please?
I said, ikinagagalak ko kayong makilala. It's actually really formal Tagalog. So even if you were Filipino, you might not understand what that is anyway, because I think no one uses it. But I just like saying it. You know, it's like
I'm a Philip.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Hey, ladies. Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you all from the other side of the bar. My name is Chad, and I heard you speaking Tagalog. I think that's really fun.
Yes, I was. I'm taking this Rosetta Stone course, and I'm so excited. It's like I'm speaking Shakespearean Tagalog. You know, it's really cool. I feel very, very empowered.
I would just like to say I'm a real Filipino from the Philippines, and this is a little bit laughable because you guys sound too formal, you know. But I was just passing by and just heard, and that's it. Just, you know.
Wait. You're from the Philippines? I went there one time, one summer. What are you doing later, Po?
See, we don't say Po. We say like Po. Like there's a Po. Like if you were gonna say Obama, you don't say Obama. I'm just from the Philippines, a real Filipino from the Philippines. So I just heard it and wanted to help and say that it's a little too formal sounding.
No, please don't continue walking. I want to practice more on you.
Don't continue?
No, wait. No, yes. I want to. I think what this Chad white person is trying to say is, ano po ang gagawin mo mamaya? What are you doing later?
Oh, I know what
right?
that
That's
means.
good,
I'm
right?
from the Philippines. I'm Filipino from the Philippines. Yes.
Wait, where are you from again?
Philippines.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm really excited.
Yeah, sometimes it's a really big country and there's a lot of islands, so you know.
There's 7,107. I learned that from Rosetta Stone.
That's like so many islands.
So are you guys going to order or what? From Axis,
Yeah,
please.
I'll have a side of you. Is that too formal for you?
I'm married again.
I think how you would say that is masyadong formal yan.
I know how
para
to say it. I'm from
lahat.
Philippines, okay? I'm Filipino from Philippines. I know how to say it. I just want to take your order, please.
Okay, you keep saying you're from the Philippines, but I have yet to heard you speak even a lick of Tagalog.
Kailangan kita.
Edit.
Ooh.
I'm so just 1 second. Hey, it was Darren? That was it, Darren?
Aaron Till, yeah.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you coming to my classroom today and like sitting in and reliving the fact that, your parents and your grandparents all came to the school and you're having a moment. But the kids are getting a little just a little weirded out by all the
It's
sobbing.
just my dad. My dad used to sing "Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round." We went on road trips together, and I didn't expect you guys to be playing the Magic School Bus and singing along with it.
I mean, we are a school that's pretty well known across all types of schools, honestly. Yes, Jessica, did you have a question?
Scaring me, teacher.
What was that?
He's scaring me.
I know, but Jessica, I think this is a good lesson. Emotions happen. People feel them at all ages, and this Mr. Darren is feeling just a lot of them today. Why don't you go color your emotions? Maybe color your fear. Put your
Color
fear
them
on
green.
Tag
Color
out,
them
Kate.
green like your eyes. My dad Don had the same eye color as yours.
Tag out Kay and Mel. Sir, I appreciate you stopping by your old childhood home, but my wife and I have an early day tomorrow, and if you could just wrap it up.
Just you guys, I just saw that you guys were having sex the same way that my parents had sex to have me.
What the hell?
And
What?
I can't help but look through the window at you guys and see my mom and my dad.
Get out of
going at
here!
it.
Honey,
Get out of here!
honey, Vince, honey.
What?
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this had such an effect on you. I mean, maybe he lost his parents. He's going through a sad time.
He watched us have sex, Margaret.
But it's reminding him of his parents.
No.
Maybe we should let him.
Hey, get out of here, dude.
Oh,
Creeper.
I can't. My dad, he just moved 2 hours away from me to Spring, and I miss him.
Who's this man?
This is going to be your new
And
brother.
why are you naked?
Why am I naked? Because your father and I were having sex.
I'll go back to the Margaret.
I've seen this. They do this a lot.
Kyle.
Okay. I can't wait to see who Ellen. Ellen's gonna pick a slip, and us being the slips, I'm just so excited for her to bring me to school. I love when she goes to school with me. She just feels more happier because I'm like the happy slip. Hopefully she chooses me today.
Well,
Hope Allyn picks me. I'm the sad slip.
I just heard that
I
when
loved.
she uses you, she gets really sad at school. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Honestly, I think
Yeah,
she should
I
pick
just
me.
want-
I think she should pick me because I'm the meh slip. And whatever happens to her, she's gonna just be like meh. Let it roll off her back and just be like meh.
The angry slip. I'm gonna be really happy if she's gonna pick me.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be really happy if she's gonna pick you.
I mean, are you ever?
Yeah, angry slip. All you do is scream at her insides.
Yeah, because she never picks me. It's a cycle.
I mean, you're probably just a little too tight, a little wound up, but
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Sure, I'm cool.
Today is the day that there's going to be a new boy in class, so maybe I want to feel happy.
Fuck you. No, you want to feel mad. You want to feel powerful.
I bet that new boy probably has a crush on somebody else, so maybe I'm going to feel mad today. But
yeah.
That madness could also feed into some sadness. So should I go sad slip today? Or maybe I should just like be cool and meh, so to reel them in and like show them that I don't care too much, that I'm like pretty chill. Oh no!
Whatever.
You should take some spray paint, and put it into a paper bag, and huff it. You can do like me, don't slip.
Maybe I should just wear all 4 of my slips today, and then maybe my emotions can just run amok. I'll feel mad and happy and meh and angry.
Cut to Ellen talking to the cute boy.
Well, and so school going good?
Yeah, it's going really good, or really bad, or like pretty chill. I don't know. Do you want to huff? Do you want to huff some paint later? I don't know. Which one?
What? I'm just gonna ask you if you did math homework.
Did I do math homework? Of course I did math homework. Unless you think that's lame, then I didn't do it.
This was a bad idea. I knew it.
Sorry, my emotions are kind of running amok right now.
That's okay.
Who are you calling a muck?
You know, sometimes my emotions run amok too.
Really? Do you also wear different types of undergarments depending on your mood?
I gotta go.
Edit.
Hi. I know I'm giving the lecture at 3:30. How come my board, on the board it says pantsuit? Just pantsuit?
Because that's how we know you.
I mean, my name is Jessica Quinton. I'm a best-selling author. I have won multiple book prizes, but you know me just as pantsuit?
Of course. You're well known mostly for wearing pantsuits. And so, we feel like a lot of the audience will really identify and just really get to know you more when they know exactly what you used to be known as.
You used to be. I mean, I swear, like, I don't think, I'm thinking back, like, I don't wear pantsuits that often. Do I? Maybe once a week. I mean...
Excuse me, Miss Pantsuit. I think we would know. On the cover of your first bestseller, were you or were you not wearing...
Pantsuit.
Yeah. Yes. It was a pair of pants with a blazer. I mean, it wasn't actually a suit. Like, it didn't come together. It was a two-piece, technically, two different pieces. But together, I could see how it would be a pantsuit. But let me see.
Good. We can agree to agree.
Oh,
then.
look at this!
Perfect.
Look at this article. This article here. Where they interviewed me about my new book coming out. A very nice A skirt there. Very nice A skirt.
Ooh.
No one wants an A skirt, though. We are your PR heads. We want to sell your book. The people want the pantsuit, okay? Not these A slips. Skirts. What?
A slips. Just listen to how that sounds.
Yeah.
A slip. A slip.
That's an A skirt. Did you read my new book?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think about chapter 5?
Is that the one about pantsuits?
It's about the history of lumpia.
Delicious.
You guys,
it's a little late to rebrand. I'm sorry.
No. You know what? I had this feeling. I've been having this feeling for a long time, and I think it's time for a change.
Excuse me,
yes.
sir. Mr. Pantsuit. I'm a detective with the LAPD, and we understand that you know a lumpia. We are interested in interviewing him for a crime that he may have committed.
Oh, I know of lumpia. I've studied the history of lumpia, but first off,
lumpia is on the top of our list of most wanted people, and we have a witness that is trying to hunt him down right now. So we're gonna have to bring you in.
Okay, Okay. Wait. Before you bring me in, first off, my name is not Pantsuit. It is Jessica Quinton. Is that who you're looking for? Are you looking for a person with my actual name?
Allyn,
Look,
Allyn,
I'm not
don't
interested
go in
in
there.
your little nicknames.
Allyn,
Nicknames?
Allyn, don't go in there. Get out of there, Allyn. Don't go in there. They
It's
don't
on
want to
my
hear you roast them.
ID.
They don't want to hear you roast them, Allyn.
Yeah, they don't want to hear what you're thinking.
Hey,
Cousin Allyn, what are you doing here?
Everyone feeling good? Everyone feeling good tonight?
Oh no.
Sometimes people look at me and they say, "Hey, you got the bumpy skin of an umpalaya, the crunchy ass dry lips of a lumpia, and the stringy ass hair of pancit that's been sitting."
That's the man. He's the fucking stand-up. He's the one that robbed me.
Hey,
I did not sign up for this.
do not shoot me, police officer, or I will roast you dead.
That's a threat.
Oh,
That's Yay! Thank you all so much for joining us for Filipino AF Easter Edition. Let's bring back all of our chats. So happy to have had everyone. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Christine. Thank you to Sinigang. Woo!
And thank you to our audience. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and thank you for your continued support throughout this time.
Thank you, Tony, for checking for us in Asian AF. And yes, and we'll post the link to merch in the chat and our link tree. And please donate if you can. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, follow us on socials. Hopefully we can do this live again soon. Otherwise, we have our next live show is May 21st.
Woo!
Yeah, so thank you everyone and good night. Yay.
Bye.